It has been over 3 days since 39 people were killed in two separate fire incidents, one in Delhi and the other in Rajkot. And what we have witnessed in the last few days is the same old script playing out. Owners have been blamed, booked, and few arrested, officials transferred, probe ordered, and netas have indulged in a shameful blame game. And going by the past records, it will most likely be forgotten once the mainstream media and social media have another headline to latch on to. Both incidents, which happened within a short span of 6 hours on Saturday in two different cities, are a grim reminder of how poorly India stands on safety preparedness and protocols. Now, mind you, India doesn't even have half the fire stations, vehicles, or personnel it requires as per a 2019 reply by the government itself. And it doesn't end there. Despite multiple fire incidents at hospitals, schools, educational institutes, temples, and several other public places over the last few years, there is absolutely zero effort or intent to make safety the priority instead of a mere lip service. The Rajkot municipal body said that the game zone in question had not taken its approval for building and running it, but it was still very much running since 2021 in the middle of the fourth largest city of Gujarat. And interestingly, while the permissions were missing, top officials visited the game zone earlier, including the previous collector and former municipal commissioner. Take a look at this picture. Now, I wouldn't call this negligence, but rather a glaring and intentional lapse which should not go unpunished. It's the same story in Delhi too. Invalid license, no emergency exit, double the beds than what they were granted permission for. Coming back to Rajkot, there was no proper firefighting equipment, no emergency exit, and no NOC from the local fire department. You name the rule and they have flouted it. And yet the place was running, I'd rather say thriving, right in front of the authorities. Yes, the Rajkot civic body chief was removed after the Saturday's incident, and the police commissioner has been transferred. But isn't it again the same age-old script? Owners have been arrested, officials transferred, and reports sought in several such cases in the past. If transferring officials and seeking reports would have guaranteed a safer India, we would not have been sitting here talking about the 39 lives lost. The convenient use of rule book, selective enforcement, and letting owners as well as government officials get away with wrongdoing has led to this. If the cold-blooded murder of 32 people, and yes, I'd rather call it the cold-blooded murder and not a killing or a death, including that of 7 newborn babies and 9 children, cannot serve as a wake-up call, nothing will end this, all is well and we will deal with it when something happens attitude. Taking action simply for the records and cameras has got us nowhere and will not get us anywhere in the future as well. And improving safety standards, protocols, compliance and enforcement cannot be looked at as something that's optional anymore.